Hi, hello, and welcome to the Make Jax Weird podcast. I am Patricia Flores, the creator of Make Jax Weird, and this is the introduction to season 1 of the podcast. And now I've wanted to do this for about 2 years, and now it's coming into creation. I originally made the stickers in 2012, and now the podcast is launching in 2018. So to tell you a little bit about what I am doing, I decided to my microphone's falling down. All right. And this is all, I'm recording this all live and just leaving it as is and not really editing it, both for ease and to challenge myself. So we're going to keep going. And I also have, it's also being filmed, so you can watch this on YouTube. And I'm recording in my house. My husband's watching the kids while I do this, and I'm recording in his studio. And he has a podcast too, which made it easier for me to go ahead and do it because I have this set up all prepared. So, Make Jax Weird. Season 1. I decided to do it in seasons to make it easier on myself to plan and create it. So instead of it being ongoing, which felt stressful in my mind, I picked out 10 guests and invited them to be on the show. And so this is the intro. And then following this, you will hear the 10 episodes of season 1 released weekly. And I picked out people in the community who I have noticed that are making Jax weird. And what does weird mean? It's local, sustainable, creative, awesome. Weird means good. And considering where we live here, Jacksonville, Florida, I think we could use more weird, use more awesome. And so today here I will get into the origin story of Make Jax Weird and then get into the philosophy. So I've wanted to tell this story for a while and it's really perfect now. It's almost like I'm in the same place I was today as I was in 2012, but I'm not at all. I've completely changed. Everything's totally different, but the feeling is the same. That feeling of being at your growth edge, of doing something uncomfortable and scary. Was actually surprised how terrified I was at actually launching this podcast and doing it. I've recorded 2 interviews so far, and now I'm doing the intro. I don't know what order I'm going to put everyone in yet, but yeah, I was really surprised how scared I was doing these interviews, and that's a good sign, right? Because that means you're growing, and it's really great because I'm right at my growth edge, and that's what Make Jax Weird is all about. Taking the ideas inside of you and getting to the point of action and creation and putting your you out there in the world. So the origin story. In 2011, I was visiting family in Dallas, Texas, and I went to a vegan restaurant in Fort Worth called the Spiral Diner, and there was an adorable, hipster coffee shop across the street. So we found this funky little part of Fort Worth with the vegan restaurant and the hipster coffee shop. And there was a sticker on a signpost that said, "Make Fort Worth Weird." And I was totally jazzed about that sticker. I took a picture of it and put it on my Instagram, and I just thought it was the coolest thing. And I thought, how cool would that be in Jacksonville? And I moved to Jacksonville in 2011 too. So I hadn't even lived there that long when I was making this trip. And yeah, so I had that picture in my head of a sticker that said "Make Jax Weird," and it was just an idea I had, like so many ideas. Fast forward a year later, and this idea had stuck around, and I was thinking about that. Those ideas that stick around in your mind, and they start to develop. And so I was having even more daydreams about a Make Jax Weird sticker. And then I had the insight one day in fall 2012, after I had started graduate school at University of North Florida to get my master's in mental health counseling. And I had this insight that I could make this sticker. And I mean, it doesn't sound like a big deal, but insight, that is the nature of insight to me. You realize something that's common sense at a deep level. And I realized that, oh my goodness, the sticker won't exist unless I make it. Like, I can't wait for someone else to make it. But I had the realization that I could make it, I guess. Yeah, I realized that it was possible that I could make the sticker. And then I pulled up, I started looking up ordering stickers online. And I kind of realized, the fear came up. And I realized that if I didn't order them, then more time would go by and I probably wouldn't do it. And I didn't even have the money, but I had a credit card. And I ordered the first 1,000 stickers that said "Make Jax Weird." I made the design, did it pretty quickly. And that's that process of leaping, jumping off of the cliff, doing that scary, exciting thing. And then the insight went a little further because the stickers wouldn't arrive for a couple of weeks. And I realized, I can take an action now and start an Instagram account, even though I didn't have the stickers yet. So if you look at the Make Jax Weird Instagram account and go to the first post, you'll see there's no sticker. It's just, I just made the account and started posting. And so another big part of it when I started it out was that I wanted it to be anonymous. And that did give me the benefit of safety because I was doing something really scary for myself. And it also made it exciting, like I was a secret superhero or something, spreading stickers around the town. And I also wanted it to be anonymous so that anyone could project themselves onto it, so that anyone could see the sticker and identify with it and feel like it was speaking to them. And I was aware that I'm a white woman, and I wanted people who weren't white or weren't women to see the sticker and feel that they could relate to it and the message was for them. And also I was aware of sexism because my own story of the realization of that sexism is real is when I was in high school and I had read the Harry Potter books that were out. So I had read the 4 Harry Potter books that were out. And then I'd read them really quickly and because I loved them and they were so great. And I had assumed the author was a man because I didn't know. And so then while I was waiting for book 5 to come out, to bide my time, I researched a little bit and I found out that J.K. Rowling was a woman. And my internal experience, my internal reaction was that, disappointment. Like, I've been fooled. These books must not be that good. because a woman wrote them. And this was my experience as a young female, right? So there was some discord there. And that was my discovery of sexism. So partially because I knew about that and I cared about the success of Make Jax Weird, that is another reason why I made it anonymous, so that maybe it would be more successful because people would think that a man made the stickers. So yeah, interesting tidbits about the origin of Make Jax Weird that you never knew. So okay, the first stickers were green, and then I started to get followers on the account. I was too scared still to make a website. At some point I did a call for volunteers and had a meeting and asked people to show up and help out and make more of a movement. And that initial meeting was pretty cool, but it ended up sort of breaking up, and I think I wasn't ready to be a leader at that point. Honestly, I still had everything, all the personal growth and the process happening within me internally in my graduate school program. Yeah, anyone getting a master's in mental health counseling, that's a really vulnerable time in your life where your professors are constantly assigning you essays to dig into all the most vulnerable aspects of your life and really process it and understand it. So you're really raw the whole time. So I wasn't ready to be a leader. I wasn't really strong at that time. But I kept on. I ordered, so the green stickers ran out and I had the idea to do different colors. So the next round was indigo, and then the next round was orange. And I started selling them at Sweet Theory in Riverside because I was vegan at the time, and vegan is definitely weird. And I lived in Riverside all of this time, so the stickers mainly were around the Riverside area. Didn't get out to the beaches too much, and I was proud. I was proud of myself, for sure. My little movement, my little Instagram followers, and I did have dreams of expanding it, but I was afraid, and I was also working on other things, other parts of my life. So that, as far as the story of the sticker, so that brings it to January 1st, 2017, when I felt like I really had to start living out my values more with Make Jax Weird. I'm a big fan of Brené Brown's work, and she really impresses in her work that you can have the biggest impact through openness and vulnerability and sharing yourself and putting your face on things. And I knew that I did want to have a bigger impact with Make Jax Weird, and so I came out of my anonymity for Make Jax Weird and started posting my face and who I was, and I shared about the anxiety and fear I had experienced in this journey of making these stickers. And so you can, if you scroll through the account, you can sort of see my journey and see my growth, which I think is pretty cool. And I'm doing all this live to push myself. I think I said that at the beginning. And I'm looking at my notes here. So I guess that brings it to today, and I'm still at my growth edge, making this podcast, and it's still scary. Here we are. But I do want to have an impact in the world, and I believe I can have an impact in the world, and I have a message to share, and really that brings us to the philosophy behind Make Jax Weird, because most of the people that have seen it don't know my philosophy behind it, but that's good. That's part of it. It was part of my idea that everyone that sees the sticker can make up their own meaning for what Make Jax Weird means, and it really is about emotion and inspiration. And I love when I hear stories of people sharing that they saw the sticker the first time and it made them feel excited, and it made them feel welcome, and it made them feel encouraged, and it made them feel like this place is okay. There are people for me here. I belong here. And my intention was always to inspire people to take action similarly to what I did. So getting back to my original inspiration in 2012, when I had that moment and I created the stickers and ordered them, I realized that the message of the sticker was exactly the message that I needed, and that I would be living out by making the sticker. So the message, Make Jax Weird, was a message that I needed. Make Jax Weird, make those stickers. Take the idea that's inside of you and bring it out into reality. That really is the intention, for people to see the sticker and think, I can do this. Okay, I feel there's my sign that I've been looking for. I would love to know the stories out there. So if you're listening, if you're a fan of the sticker, if you saw it the first time, what did you feel? What actions, if any, did you take? What has it meant to you? If you put it on your car, why? Why'd you put it on your car? Tell me. What does it mean to you? What does it mean for you to spread that message? Why do you want to spread it? And I would love to hear those answers. And you can email your stories to makejaxweird@gmail.com, and I will share them. And if you want it to be anonymous, you can tell me a fake name. But yeah, I encourage you to put your name on it if you want, and I'll share your story in an upcoming podcast episode. So, inspiration, one major part of the philosophy and purpose of Make Jax Weird. The other big part of the philosophy is that you can take action locally wherever you live to have a global impact. So I'm sure everyone's experienced seeing the bigger problems in the world, the bigger problems in our country, and feeling helpless or hopeless or small, or like you can't do anything, and maybe hiding as a reaction, or ignoring the problems, or maybe actually experiencing depression or anxiety, because there are really big problems obviously, in our country and the way the system's set up globally, we got problems. Like, let's not pretend like they're not there. We need to do something about it. And I want people to feel empowered to take the actions in their daily life. And that it does add up to having an impact. And it is possible to live your life and to do your work in such a way in the world, even here in Jacksonville, Florida, that can have a big impact. My favorite example of this is the company Rethreaded, and I feel like it's just the whole total picture. It's because it's a Jacksonville company. I'm assuming most everyone listening has heard of Rethreaded, but they take recycled materials. So they take used materials and repurpose them into jewelry and scarves, and they hire women who have been sex trafficked locally and give them employment and tools that they need to heal and get to that next level in the world and have, a job is everything, right? For people who have been so low and so hurt that they thought they could never have a normal life or have a job. So Rethreaded works to impact a global problem of human trafficking here locally. And so the bigger vision includes selling the products, growing the company, growing the brand, and eventually having that global impact. And they recently, a few months ago, partnered with Southwest Airlines, which is super exciting. So we have Rethreaded getting used materials from Southwest Airlines, which is not a local company. So this company has been growing for not even that long, how long has it been? 5 years ago. So whoever you are listening, wherever you live, you can have an idea. It's possible to have an idea that will make a difference, and it just takes your action steps to get there. So let me check on my time here. I guess just as a last note, I'm grateful for you for listening. I'm putting this out there, and it's imperfect, and I'm doing it anyway because I'm ready for this. And it's not going to be perfect, and I didn't get to say everything here that I wanted to, and even my energy's not where I want it to be. I want to feel super confident and comfortable, and I don't. All right, if Oprah Winfrey is on stage or Tony Robinson's on stage and they're at a 10, I feel like a 5 right now. So just sharing that, and I really want to. That's why I'm working on this and doing it publicly. So, hey, you guys are my accountability partner. So please email me your reactions, your thoughts, ideas for a guest on the show. And also I've created a PDF of the 101 weirdest things in Jax, and you can download that. It has pictures and descriptions of the 101 things I picked out. And you can download it at my website, which is infiniteselfhelp.com/makejacksweird. And that's going to be the podcast website for season 1. And so also on the show, you'll hear me talk about our sponsors. And hey, for season 1, the sponsors are me and my husband. Because this is a passion project for me. It's a labor of love. It's a movement. It's an art project. It's, I've been proud to consider myself a street artist with these stickers. And yeah, I'm not really getting paid for it. So thus, my husband and I are entrepreneurs. And you'll see me introduce each episode mentioning our generous sponsors for the program. I am a therapist now in private practice. I graduated from UNF in 2015. And my website is infiniteselfhelp.com. You can see more of my content there, blogs, how I work with my clients. I have a YouTube channel. And Goliath Flores is a local musician. I actually met him in 2012, right after creating these stickers. And he was playing at Bold Bean. It was very romantic. But yeah, he is an amazing, talented, multi-instrumental musician. When he's playing, it's like a one-man band. People are constantly coming up saying, "Hey, what are you doing here?" Meaning, "You are so amazing. Why are you playing at a restaurant in Jacksonville, Florida?" To which he replies, "What are you doing here?" Yeah, but he's an amazing person, amazing musician, and you should hire him. You should totally hire him for your fancy private parties, because he's the best there is. And his website is goliathflores.com, and he just started Jacksonville's first mariachi band. Mariachi Primera Costa. And I know you have a secret flaming passion for mariachi music. And they are also available for hire. So please check them out. Again, goliathflores.com, and I'll have links in the show notes. And thank you. And I love you. And please email me so I don't feel alone here, and let me know how your feelings, your thoughts, your reactions. And I'll see you on the next episode. Ooh, also, did I mention this? I think I did mention it. I'm putting this on YouTube too. And what else am I supposed to say? Leave me a 5-star review on iTunes. Like my Facebook page. Follow my Instagram account. All right.